Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and we're here again with two Marc locks all the way from Portugal. And this is like part 2 video. Part 1 I picked 2 standard pin cylinder, Euro cylinders, I should say, Marc locks. And these are the Dimple lock variants. So we've got a Marc E500 and a Marc 5000 here. The difference is, well, we'll see. Both appear to be made in the EU, which is cool. A lot of lock companies are offshoring these days in Europe, but yeah, that could be a sign of quality. We don't know. The bitting on this, I did notice, was excellent. We got a sort of a maximum adjacent cut here and here, with almost zero lift, and then all as high as it can go, zero lift, high as it can go, and then medium cut. So very good bitting on this little 6-pin Marc E500. The next one though is quite interesting too. I think it's a higher security variant. If you look there, not bad bitting, but you also got these little dimples here, and they're different depths, which means it's either some, because there's nothing down this part of the lock down this side, so it could be some passive key control pins above the key pins here, or it could be active pins above them as well, just driverless pins. I don't know. I haven't gutted this one. I'm very curious to find out. So yeah, let's pick them, and then we'll try and gut them both at the end and see where we get to. So let's pop in the little E500. There's the bitting. Let's grab a tension tool and a dimple pick, which is, I think, going to tension clockwise and pick anti-clockwise. So let's have a go. A little click on 1, nothing on 2, nothing on 3, 4, nothing, 5, little click, back to the beginning, 1, 2, little click, 3, little click, nothing on 4, 5, 6, okay, back to beginning, 1, 2, this is 5, that's deep, okay, 1, 2, oh, 2, and we're open, look at that. Phew, that wasn't bad. Tricky. I think the bitting on that was pretty fierce, and that certainly helped it. So we're just going to pop that to one side and swap it for the bigger brother. See how this one compares. So I need, I'll use the same flag. I think this sort of left-hand flag. But what I might do is just swap for a turning tool like this and put some nice tension on, and we'll have a go at picking this one. So nothing on 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, little click, back through, so I like to start at 1, nothing, 2, nothing, 3, little click, 4, 5 now, there we go, back to beginning again, 1, nothing, 2, nothing, 3, 4, so it feels like 5 and 6 are set. 2's now binding, little click on 2, 3, little click there, 1, oh, and we're open, look at that, so there we go, seems to have it open. I'm most curious about this one, so I'm going to gut this one first. I'm going to use the key, get my kit, and we're just going to pop that in. And yeah, let's see what's in here. I generally don't know. Do you know? I'm very curious as to what's going on inside here, that's for sure. Yeah, let's pop this circlip off the back. Do a bit of this, grab one of them, and probably shim it, because I've got no idea what's going on inside this lock whatsoever, if there's room. And there doesn't appear to be any room. Oh no, there is room for a shim, it's just very tight in there. Okay, let's do this. Oh, well, I was not expecting that. There are a set of pins at the top, so this is turned out terrible. Okay, so these are sprung pins at the top, so that's let's try and deal with those first. So that's at the back, and that's its spring. I'll have to deal with these key pins in a minute. Then that's number 2 and its spring. Really wasn't expecting anything. And then that's number 3. So these are very well rounded. I'm going to have to look at that in a minute. I've got no idea what that's going on there. These are the key pins 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then that's 4, 5, and 6. But I don't know which way round they were. Let's have a look at the key for a minute and have a think about this. So the really short one is at the back, and then it seems to go in that order like that. So there you go, that's the bitting. So these are really interesting. So what earth are these? They sit like that, and they are little finger pins that sit down in the keyway. But why? I'm just trying to think. Well, let's have a look on the inside here and see if there's any clues as to what's going on. Standard pin. I didn't feel any spools. That would certainly have helped. Standard pin. Standard pin. Standard pin. Okay, then just nothing else going on in there. Okay, so let's have a think about this. In the top of the keyway, here is a groove, and it appears that these pins will be sprung and lying in that groove at the top. Now that could be used to center the lock, because they're being pushed up to the top by the springs, so they're being forced up here. The key doesn't, would it do anything? Yes, they are. Oh, that's it. They are passive key control pins. So if there aren't any cuts in the keys, then these little pins won't be able to retract down as the core turns like this, like that. They'll be pushed down into the keyway, and if it isn't the right key blank with the right cuts on, then it will basically keep the pins pushed up, and the whole thing won't be able to turn even if the rest of the bitting is right. So it's a passive key control feature. That's what it was. That's interesting. Here are those pins. Right, now let me grab another pinning tray, and we'll just quickly gut the other one. Where are we? So, let's lock you back up. I don't know what's going on with that. It's a very strange little lock. Okay, where's my gut wrench? Let's quickly pop this circlip off the back. Grab that. Get the key. I don't know how I'm going to put the other one back together. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's do it very quickly, this one. Okay. That's an anti-drill bar, very small one though. So that's the key pins. Make sure they're the right way around. That's a little anti-drill bar which I'll pop back in, and then we'll just go through and shooting pins at me. Standard. These should all be. Now I didn't expect that. There are little spools in here as well. That I really didn't expect, because I didn't feel them. They all felt, maybe it's just the bitting, but they all felt completely like standard pins. I just picked them like standards anyway. And here you go. So completely unexpected again. We got a standard spool, standard spool, standard spool. And I don't know why it was the case that I couldn't feel the spools. There's no counter rotation in there at all. There are some little beveled edges here, and I think they do come into play, because I definitely felt that I had to pick a pin more than once and relax the tension to be able to pick a pin again. So I think that these are like overset traps, these little bevels on the key pins. Very interesting anyway. Well, there you go, that's the Marc E500, the Marc E5000, picked and gutted. I hope you really enjoyed that video. I enjoyed making it. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you've got a comment, leave one below. I read them all, reply to as many as I can. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. It really helps my channel out. And of course, I will see you all next time.